I've waited a long time for this. 3 years since I've been up here. The airplanes flew away. It might just be me and you for a week.
My dad's somewhere over there taking a dump.
Compared to a deer, he's huge. So most deer hunters, they're gonna shoot. We got all the makings for a classic Alaskan adventure here, kid. You said you wanted to go caribou hunting in Alaska. There's a pretty good possibility we might not get anything on this hunt, isn't there, Charlie?
Yeah.
You accepted that? This film is brought to you by onX Hunt, the #1 hunting GPS app. Receive 20% off a new onX Hunt subscription by entering discount code MDMM at checkout. Only at onxhunt.com. Clear. I've waited a long time for this. Well, no, don't know that I waited, but it took a long time. 3 years since I've been up here. Of course, a lot has changed in 3 years. 47 years old. This is my 26th year of hunting in Alaska. It's kind of unofficially guiding my daughter and hunting for myself. So for the first time ever, after 25 years of guiding, I have my own tags. Got a caribou tag and a wolf tag, so does Charli. Caribou season, wolf season opens tomorrow. Here with my good friends and longtime friends, Matt and Emily Thoft, who own and operate Ovis Outfitters. I've worked with and guided for years. And they were kind enough to let Charli and I come out caribou hunting. It's like a whole new chapter, this new season of life. A lot of things that I like about it. I don't know that there's anything that I really necessarily don't like about it, but I do miss guiding, and I'm just not physically over my spine injury. Broke my back 20 some years ago and kind of came to call, so to speak, over the last few years, and just had to give it some rest, and I'm healing. But boy, it's been a slow process, slower than I would like it to be, but it is what it is, and I'm definitely healing. And the good news, if like with Charli, or if I'm hunting myself, I can kind of set the pace. I can definitely set the pace. We're guiding, you're responsible for everything, and you've got to be able to take whatever Alaska throws at you, which can be a lot. So for the time being, this is what I'm going to do, Lord willing, and Lord willing, I'll get back to guiding. But it's been a great adventure already, just getting up here, traveling with Charli, packing, shooting rifles. Hit him again. Hit him again. Go ahead and shoot. Pretty flattering, pretty humbling. Got a new line of modern day mountain man rifles from Flat Creek Precision. So some of the marketing and things that I never was able to do because I was so busy guiding and gone all the time, I've been afforded the opportunity to do that. And I'm also in a season where I'm able to help more people, not so focused on guiding. Guiding, I was able to help one person at a time, and now I'm blessed with different opportunities to help more people in different ways, and through my YouTube channels and that sort of thing, and offer advice, help people find hunting opportunities, and doing some hosted hunts. I mean, it's really, really unbelievably humbling. I don't know, a lot of ways I don't feel worthy of the opportunities I've been given. But they're here, and I don't want to waste them. It's a new season, new challenges, and new opportunities, and that's exciting. The Northern Brooks Range, I think this is my favorite place in the world. Beautiful country, so isolated, so remote. The Arctic, man, it is unforgiving, it is harsh, and every fall you just get these handful of days that it's just pure bliss, where the weather's perfect, the bugs aren't eating you alive, and game is plentiful. Somewhere around the end of August, early September, that's the best time of year. But Charli and I are here just because she's in school and sports and all that stuff that seems to get in the way of real life. But this will be a cool adventure. So they typically like to land going uphill, but in this case, if Jake had to do a go-around, going down the terrain would be easy, and the wind's blowing up the canyon, so he asked me to point into the wind when he came in, and it's not super downhill. But that way, if he doesn't like his line, he can just go around. Quite an art to what these guys do. You can learn about 10% of it in a book or being taught. 90% of it's just trial and error. Well, Bubba's gonna get her first taste. Well, I shouldn't say her first taste. Oh yeah, she's got a big smile. Her biggest taste of the Alaskan wilderness on this adventure. She's trying to play it coy, I think. What'd you think of that ride, Bubba?
It's cool.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put your rifle down, just set it on the ground, That way you're not tempted to walk underneath the wings. Just feel this, it's just like canvas, so you're... did you see anything?
No.
I saw one bull and one grizzly bear and on the flight.
I guess I wasn't looking though.
Okay. Well, you better start looking now.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Have so much fun.
Thank you.
See you guys soon.
Yeah.
Enjoy it up here. I'm jealous.
Sean Donovan had a guy kill a sheep, a grizzly bear, a caribou, and 2 wolves out of this camp in like a week. Yeah. I've hunted this one time and we killed a sheep. And I think we saw some caribou. Yeah, maybe, no, we didn't shoot a caribou. We saw a few. So like that's where you find the sheep, up in that stuff.
Like Top Gun with those sunglasses.
This is it, Charlie. The airplanes flew away. It might just be me and you for a week.
Uh-oh.
What do we have in the tote of life? Gonna need that, gonna need these. Hopefully we need game bags. Don't think we need that. At the end we'll just dump the tent upside down. Digging foxholes. Oh, Emily sent an extra roll of toilet paper. Got a lady in camp. Compactor bags, that's a must-have. First aid kit, hopefully we don't need that. Gonna need this. Bug nets, probably gonna need those. Give us lots of propane. Hand sanitizer, sponge, don't need that. Wet wipes, definitely. Need those. Keter dope. Pot, pan. Dishes, extra Ziplocs, gotta have those. 550 cord. Got a little bit of grub. Hub of grub. We are styling. We've put those together, right? Once or twice before, we've got them at home. All right, so you and I will do it side by side. And then I'll show you how to do it. And then next time, if we have to move camp or anytime we do it again, putting the cots together will be your job.
Jumbo. He's gonna miss me. No, hopefully if we do get Caribou, they do bring him. That would be amazing. And get photos with Jumbo with like Caribou. That would be so funny.
Grizzly poo. Your old man's out of shape, Bubba.
We're out of breath and you can still see our camp.
What do you think of hiking in this tundra?
It's hard.
What makes it hard?
The ground is so mushy. You just like sink right into it.
Yeah. It's good for going down though. It's like a shock absorber. So a lot of times you'll try to find like gray, rocky or firm ground for going up. And then you come down this type of ground. But this is all spongy here. So we're just climbing up here. Trying to find the best vantage point in the area where we want to sit. No caribou so far. A few bugs though, huh, Bubba?
Yeah, they're actually not that bad.
No, they're not terrible. All right, so your initial thought of we start walking until we find some, what are you thinking now? Well, good, you learned really fast then. That's good, because that's what most people think. We can still see the tent and we're tired. Yeah, so you get in a place like this and you can see a lot of country, and then you watch them, and then the good thing is the farther off you see them, you kind of see, you can kind of guess what they're doing and why they're doing it and where they're going. And so then you can intercept them. Or otherwise, sometimes, like if you hike down in that creek or something, and then next thing you know, you bump into them, or they smell you, if the wind's at your back or something, they'll run away before you even see them. Yeah, this is pretty country. I had a guy shoot a sheep up in those fingers one time. I only hunted sheep here once, I think. Pretty sure it was only once. Oh, oh, Charli, come on.
No.
It's gross. Got to thinking we'll probably get up real early in the morning, get some coffee going. We just climb the hill and survey the area. Be long days. These caribou are gonna have to come to us. It's so hot, so oftentimes the caribou are be up in the mountains during the day, and then they'll come down in the evenings once it cools off, and then they'll feed. Sometimes they'll go sit by ice patches. There's an ice patch several miles downstream. Don't know as that will get down that far, but yeah, we'll just take it as it comes. What's the word, Bubba?
Looking for caribou.
Seems like we should be seeing something, doesn't it?
I don't know, it's my first time hunting in Alaska, so you tell me.
Some days you'd be sitting here and you'd be watching caribou all day. Some days you could sit here for a week and not see one. Can you believe we're here, Bubba?
No. It's crazy.
How long we been dreaming about this trip?
2 years. We've been talking about it for 2 years now.
Yeah, I think we got it kind of etched in stone maybe about a year or more ago. Yeah, and here we are. Went fast.
What went fast?
Just like
Oh.
you coming along as a hunter, like starting off with 22s and shooting squirrels, and I mean that seems like yesterday.
No.
It does to me. Yeah, to you it doesn't. It seems like a long time, but as you get older, like the years go by a lot faster, it seems. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is gonna be a grand adventure.
Yeah.
What's a highlight or kind of cool, anything stick out so far?
Oh, meeting Matt and Emily was definitely top of my list of like looking forward to this trip.
Yeah, I've shared some stories about them over the years, and now you get to put the name with the face.
Yeah.
Matt doesn't love that dog, does he?
No, not at all. Yeah, Jumbo. It's the highlight.
Seeing these mountains, that flight had to be pretty cool.
Yeah. The flight here.
Well, so let's be glassing up on all these ridges. A lot of times these caribou will like to be like up on the tip top of one of those mountains. Up there in the rocks, there'll be no bugs up there. And then you can see hundreds of them, and then they'll come storming off down the hills. They're in such good shape, like they can climb one of those hills in an hour and it would take us 5 or 6. Yeah, you can see them there.
think I'm seeing it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking at it.
Looks like he's got some antlers, doesn't he?
Yeah, not big.
Yep. Well, we've seen a muskox.
Or yeah, second. Well. That's funny. I was asking you if there's moose here.
Yeah.
I guess that answers my question.
Last time we were here, I saw like a 58-ish and probably a 60, 55 and a 60 right down there, not far from where he is. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I can't stay still on this stuff.
Hopefully we get a better look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Well, we can see a lot of country, but we haven't seen any caribou. But the hunt hasn't even started yet.
Nope. Just begun.
What you feeling like, Bubba? Got chicken tikka masala, beef stroganoff with noodles, lasagna with meat sauce, chicken tikka masala, Korean inspired beef. That'll warm the sleeping bag.
You.
Lasagna and meat sauce, Korean inspired beef.
Well, I'm fine with whatever. Whatever you want.
Well, you pick.
No, you pick. I don't
Well,
care.
you can have whatever you want because they're individual. I'm gonna try the Korean stuff. Sure, there's no MSG in that.
What's MSG?
It's the stuff that kills you.
Oh, great.
Some preservative. It's what you want.
I'll take the same thing as you have.
Creamy macaroni and cheese. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do that. Korean inspired beef.
Give it a whirl.
All right. Well, what'd you think about day one?
Good. I mean, it was half of a day. But I'll get used to it. I think it's fun. Just chilling. A lot of downtime.
Yeah, hot.
Pretty hot.
Hopefully we'll be seeing some critters tomorrow.
Ready for the review? Wait, this tastes like grandma's soup.
Huh?
Yeah. It tastes like
It's kind of a diss on Grandma, I think.
No, it's good. It's good though.
What soup does Grandma make that tastes like that?
I don't know. It just tastes like something I've had before. It's good though.
Give her a whirl.
I have to give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah, I would say probably an 8. That wasn't bad.
It was pretty good.
Charlie. Time to get up. Frosty this morning. Sky is totally clear. Probably in for another scorcher today. 4:30 in the morning, figured we'd get up early. Try to catch something moving here before the heat waves take over. Get some coffee going, climb the hill. Hey kid. Charlie. Time to get up. Let's go. I'm calling you like Rip. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. 4-wheeler ride?
It's so cold.
Yeah, it's cold. We went to bed.
Hot.
Yeah,
Woke up
outside
cold.
the sleeping bag. And you woke up with that thing.
Zip tight.
Yeah, you gotta have your hat on when you sleep. I didn't think it was gonna get that cold either. Why don't you put a jacket on? I see no caribous.
We're gonna hike up to that ridge and see if we see anything. And then, if not, we'll come back down here for lunch and, I don't know, see what happens.
Yeah, I want to get on the hill and hurry here, 5:30. Check it out. Got enough stuff for the day if need be. You're gonna be warm in 2 minutes. Let's go.
Hopefully.
Some old moose poo. Really old bear track. And this one, this would be the hind foot. That'd be his heel, that'd be the front of his hind foot. That looks like actually a caribou track, believe it or not.
Wow.
Really, really old. So they were here. We'll be waiting for them if they come back. Up the hill we go. You warming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my hands.
We're gonna be sweating in 2 hours once that sun hits us. Thing with caribou, when there's nothing, there's nothing. Charlie's learning the lesson of wearing the puffy jacket on the climb. Everybody's got to learn that one the hard way about 100 times before they get disciplined enough to get down to the point where you're cold when you start your climb. Starting to experience the extremes of Alaska. Extreme cold when you start, and extreme heat and bugs here before long, most likely.
Well, at first I thought I was just looking at rocks again, but then they started to move. But we think there were definitely 2 wolves, so that's exciting.
They were way on that far ridge. And the skyline ridge right there. About 4 or 5 miles away. That is exciting. 2 white wolves.
Yeah.
So, are there any spots where you really want to be looking at closely here, Charlie?
Probably.
What would they be?
Canyons? Like, they got what?
Yep, little saddles. Yep, stuff like to travel over top of those. Like a little saddle where you can only see it, like a little bit and piece, like for animals to travel over. But the biggest place probably for here is right down there in that chute, that little gravel wash. Because if something's coming up that drainage, which caribou definitely will, we want to kind of spot them, especially if they start heading up this drainage, because the last thing we would want is for them to be past us if they're walking up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of, it's hard to stay in tune, but yeah, you can't let your guard down. Just like that moose yesterday, or those wolves. How easy would that have been to miss those wolves and that moose? Okay, so do you think there is animals here already yesterday and today that we've missed? Almost undoubtedly, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, what are the odds you were looking way over there and you spotted those wolves? Yeah, there's more critters here than what we've seen for sure. But yeah, you go hours without seeing anything and it's easy to kind of get lackadaisical. Hunting teaches you discipline.
Well, this is our camp. As you can tell, we're not very organized. But it'll do.
So we're down here for lunch. And the thing of it is, in Alaska, you're always hunting. You know, you come to your camp. I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know we shoot a lot of stuff from camp. And last several years I've started doing that, more or less using that white compactor bag as a decoy. So often you wake up in the morning with those things out and you'll have caribou bedded 500 yards from your tent. So that's the thing, is like, just because you're not out trompsing around or sitting on a hill glassing, like, you always got to be ready. And just like a lot of things in life, like, opportunities strike when you least expect them. And that's certainly the case here with like wolves in camp, and I've had it happen a lot of times. All of a sudden you pop out. So one of my laws is you always know where your rifles are. Charli's is right by her pack and mine is always there. You get a caribou coming through or something you want to shoot, or a bear pops in, you don't want to be wondering if your rifle's laying by the stove or inside the tent. You want to know where it is. Just those little details of discipline, they kind of add up and keep you safe, help you be successful. So how red is my neck?
Barely red. He's a redneck today.
Yeah, I can feel it. Bad thing is Charli's starting to use Vaseline on her lips. I'm trying to hold out. It's dry and it's hot. As soon as you start putting that stuff on, then you gotta keep her going.
Honest review. Pretty bussin'.
Good as Mom makes? Not really. Considering it's out here, it's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, like Mom makes them with pesto and English muffin.
But it tastes good because broccoli.
How's it going, Bubba?
It's going.
We're beating the heat, barely.
Yeah.
Oh, praise the Lord, we got a little breeze. Undoubtedly, this is what the animals are doing. It's hot. And that Alaska sun is intense. Our weather thing says 70 degrees, but what's it feel like?
85.
Yeah, I don't believe it's only 70. Even with the breeze, it's rough. But we just got to keep doing the best we can with what we got. Matt won't let us down. He'll find some caribou and put us on them. We're calling it for day one.
Yeah.
7 p.m. No caribou. Our plan for tomorrow, get up early again, 4-ish a.m. and hike down. Go down there, there's some patches of ice. See if there's anything hanging around there tomorrow. But we could see a lot of country, a lot of hills, a lot of ridges. Didn't see a single caribou, which is kind of strange. Usually you see a straggler or two, but not today. So we'll call Matt and Emily, let them know what we're seeing, and who knows, maybe we'll even move tomorrow. We'll just play her by ear. Take her one step at a time. That's the thing. Alaska's always throwing something at you, and you just gotta, just like anything in life, you just gotta do the best you can with what you got. How you doing there, Bubba? Don't poke a hole in my tarp.
I didn't.
This thing worked out pretty slick, though. This was
Yeah.
saving grace. This is a homemade job here at a local gal, Vidette Belil in Turtle Lake. Rigged that up for me, just reinforced that center and got some ties. It was nice to be able to get the air flowing through here and get shade. Usually it's for rain, today it was shade. I don't like doing that. Go around the scope, Bubba, don't go through it. I usually don't like doing that, but yeah, I don't like having a rifle hard and fast, but I'm quick on the draw, so I'm the one to save the bear. It makes it a lot easier when that rifle's secure and it's not dangling. I still haven't found the ideal, about the best pack hanger system I've found is on these Barney's packs. It's just that nice solid hook up top. Best I've found. I know there's a lot of them on the market there, but I don't know. Everyone seems like a fair bit of jockeying around to use. But anyways, let's go get some supper, Bubba.
Yeah. I'm hungry. Hi. Yummy water.
You drank that every day, you'd live to be 120, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Good water. So for sup, we're gonna have caribou. Is it caribou meat?
Yep, caribou wieners with jalapeno.
So that's gonna be good. And then we're gonna split a mac and cheese. So I'm excited to eat it because I'm hungry. Because I'm a big bag. It's a beautiful day. Just like yesterday. Not many clouds though. We had a little mouse or something.
Yeah, we got a war.
Because it was eating his like back roller, the foam out of it. So hopefully I don't see him in my sleeping bag tonight.
Well, the caribou wieners with jalapeno and cheese are like 9 out of 10. How is the mac and cheese mixed with ramen and I put too much water in, so I threw a thing of ramen and some chicken seasoning. That maybe didn't help it any.
It's not bad. Solid. It's fine. I don't know what
7?
7.5.
Okay. But yeah, these are good.
Well, it is morning 2. It's not as cold as yesterday, thank the Lord. It's cold. My dad's somewhere over there taking a dump. But yeah, we're gonna hike, I know, like 4 miles, I think we think it is, down the river. So we'll see how it works out. If not, we're probably gonna get moved. So let's play by ear. So yeah, look how pretty the sun is on the mountains. So pretty. And like listening to the water is so peaceful.
Ready to go for a hike this morning?
Yeah, hopefully we see some caribou too.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Oatmeal is ready. You wanna dump yours in?
Yeah.
The plan today, oh, and another thing I learned is that the old man needs to get up and not wake up Charlie until after he's had his coffee and his morning constitution, because that kid jumps out at, well, number one, you sleep with your clothes on so you don't have to get dressed.
Yeah.
And then you hop out with your boots and gaiters on. I put my slippers on and do my old man thing, get the coffee rolling, size up the mountains. But anyways, today will be a good test for me, the old man. Looked on Onyx, and we are going on about a 3 mile direct line hike. So probably about 4 hiking miles downstream. There's some ice patches there that oftentimes the caribou like to hang out on. So after glassing all day yesterday, not seeing any caribou, we figured might as well mix it up a little bit. Go on a hike, see if we see anything. This will just be a good test for me to see how I handle the rocks and such, because it'll be 8 miles round trip. If we shoot a caribou, we really got our work cut out for us. There's no place for the airplanes to land to pick up any meat that I know of. Oatmeal ready, kid?
Probably. Mine looks like
we can just add a little bit more of another one, and then I know somebody who will eat whatever you don't eat.
Yeah. Garbage you got over here.
Forecast is for clear skies today, 60% rain tomorrow, so that's basically 99% chance for tomorrow, and then the following day is 90%, so that's like 150% chance that it's going to rain. Then it's supposed to clear up again. So we got a weather change coming. Usually that's good for caribou. Might be rough for flying and moving camps, but take her one day at a time. We're going on a hike today.
One for the hike, one for if I do get a caribou.
And grab one of those energy and focus things. Those are the things that in the other bag. That's kind of I got a bunch in my pack too. That's like my emergency kit is those things. If you run out of food, those things are good for 1 hour a piece. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's going on.
Turtle Lake education ain't, don't even know how to open a Ziploc bag. There you go. Hey, good job. Way to go, Charli.
I'm so smart.
You're amazing. I'm anxious to see if when you drink one of those, what happens. There's a fair bit of caffeine, but those things, you can run for a long time on one of those. My decoy hasn't worked yet. When we're walking in country like this, it's okay to be loud, talking. The odds of us seeing a caribou in here are virtually none. But the odds of us stumbling on a grizzly bear are way higher. Not that they're that high. And if we see a grizzly bear, what's the first thing you do?
Drop my pack and get my rifle.
Yes. I should be fairly quick on the draw, but... And then, if anything happens to me, you separate yourself and then you shoot that thing when you got a good clear shot, right? All right. That won't happen, but in the odd event that it does, we need to be ready.
Water on my feet.
Oh, you'll be all right.
That's really...
It's a little fresher. Yeah, not super fresh, but not real old. Definitely bears in here. I don't see any human bones in it though.
That's a good sign.
He doesn't like eating people. If it gets as hot today as it was yesterday, we'll just go lay on that ice. Set up that shade. Set up our tarp. Yeah, I think we'll be in a good spot here. We're gonna have a good vantage point. Good day to set up shop for the day. Might even see some sheep up here in these peaks. I've seen sheep up there before. What do you think you're looking at, Charli?
Sheep.
What kind of sheep?
Dall sheep.
What, they rams or ewes and lambs? I was just saying we might see sheep up there, but... And I saw some white dots right there.
I can't tell. I can't stay steady enough.
Yeah, they're lambs and ewes. That is cool. So we've seen moose, muskox, wolves, and sheep. Now just bears, wolverine,
And caribou.
and a caribou.
2 at least.
Yeah, we got a few caribou tracks here. It's a good sign. So maybe they're just not popping up where we're at. So we'll be watching this drainage. We'll get somewhere over here where we can see this other drainage, hopefully. I think we're in a little better
Area.
thoroughfare here. About 5 minutes ago, we just saw a bull caribou right there, kind of working toward us and to the left, and then he went behind this ridge. He wasn't a giant, but he wasn't small, and it just happened really quick. And he was kind of running, I suppose, probably trying to stay away from the bugs. So we're kind of, it sounds brutal here, but probably need to clean my lens. But we're kind of figuring he's going to poke over this ridge somewhere and work this side hill. But that's a good sign. Charlie saw him, so now we've seen a caribou too. I think we're in a decent spot here. Well, this caribou went in behind this ridge. He's over a mile away. I don't think we want to go after him and see where he's at. He very well may have stayed in there to get into the shade. I would have thought we'd have seen him moving, but he's obviously holed up, or he might have turned around, but I think we would have seen him leave. The thing with caribou, they're just so unpredictable, so it's easy to outthink yourself and kind of find yourself chasing your tail. So you kind of, they kind of got to work with you, and kind of, you got to have them on a predictable line, or at least be able to see them to really go after them. Because I don't want to get down and then work toward them, because that'll take 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And by that time, if he starts side hilling, we'll never catch up to him. So right now we're in a pretty good position where if he continues this way, we got a good chance to intercept him. So I think we'll just sit tight. But therein lies the challenge, and maybe even the frustration of hunting caribou. They're just the most unpredictable animal that I've ever hunted by a landslide. And I'm not sure if this is it's definitely not a giant caribou. But I didn't get a great look at him. So we'll see. Well, it's been about an hour, hour and a half since that bull disappeared behind that ridge. Tucked in right there. We've been watching here, and he hasn't come out on this side hill. Didn't see him go back that way. So we're figuring he's got to be in there. Always seems like there's some hidden tunnel where they can slip out on you, but I don't know, wondering if maybe this is some local caribou, and maybe he's got a little bit of a routine here, especially now in this heat. But we've decided, since he doesn't look like he's going to continue on the hill, we're just going to walk toward him, get down in the river. If he comes to the river, we'll have him. Just watch that side hill, but peek up in there and see if we can find him. If he's bedded in there, undoubtedly he's in some shady spot. You ready, Bubba?
Yeah. Isn't that cold?
That feels good. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's like 70 degrees, but it feels like 90. That sun is so stinking intense. Now, if anybody's ever wondering why I have such bad crow's feet and wrinkles, Charlie's like, you know, you'd look like you're 35 if you didn't have all those wrinkles and crow's feet on your forehead between your eyes. She's like, why don't you wear sunglasses? And the reason why I don't is just because you're always using binoculars and such, and it's a pain in the butt. That feels nice.
I bet.
All right, baby, let's go get your caribou. So we spotted the caribou from that bushy ridge there. Camp is up around this corner, but we saw him coming around this flat, and he went back in behind this ridge. So we haven't seen him come out here. So we're coming up this right-hand side here to give us the broadest view to open up all these little drainages. So we're hoping he's tucked up in here in the shade somewhere. He could have snaked around and went out on that side hill on us, but I don't know why he would have. When we saw him, he was definitely kind of coming this way, but then headed back over into that left-hand side. But that was darn near 2 hours ago. Wind right now is blowing up the valley. I want to thank you for watching this program, for supporting Modern Day Mountain Man. If you would be so kind to subscribe to this channel, we'd greatly appreciate it. It will help us to continue to bring you raw, real, authentic, big game hunting adventure. Got a couple golden eagles flying around. I'd imagine they get some of those rock rats, I'll bet. But this is where we saw the caribou go in. About right there. So he never came over that ridge. This time of year in this kind of heat, it's not uncommon to see him up all the way tip top. I've rarely, I don't even know if I've ever seen him like bedded in this brush, because there usually be bugs there, but I would anticipate for him to be in the shade somewhere. So we're tucked in the shady side of this rim. It's nice and cool. And we're just gonna pick this apart. I feel like I'm bighorn sheep hunting again. But finding one caribou, they blend into this gray shaly rock. You're looking for some dark charcoal, some light gray, and a little bit of white. But I would sure think he'd be in the shade. And he might have even went up over top through that cut or something. I don't know. All right, here's his tracks. He must have scrambled up. Probably headed up over that way. There's a couple really good trails headed to that saddle. Number one rule of caribou hunting is don't chase them, but when that's the only one you see, kind of makes a little more sense. But we lost the race, so I think we're gonna go head to that ridge and then glass down that valley, up that valley. That's the plan for the rest of the day, little afternoon. We got a bear. Where did he come from?
He's pretty big.
He does look pretty good.
He's blonde. He's a blonde.
He's moving pretty fast. I don't know if we...
He literally looked towards this way and then he just kind of scurried off.
That's where me smelling so bad ain't a bad thing. He had to have been bedded down in one of these cuts or something, or otherwise we should have seen him earlier. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my second Alaskan bear.
First grizzly bear, the one you saw in the Mulchatna, probably would have been a brown bear, I guess, but same thing. Yeah, these are definitely 100% grizzlies. He didn't look like a small one by any means. Yeah, this bear definitely cut our tracks. He's moving out. He was barely above the river about 10 minutes ago. And now he's all the way up there. I'm guessing he walked across, came across the river, cut our tracks from earlier. The fellas at All-In reached out to me about 6 months ago and sent me a bunch of stuff to try. It's pretty dang cool. That was like rapid fast and awesome footage. A lot less complicated than my old system, super fast. I'm loving the Nexus system. Switching my camera to my tripod, especially if when you're self-filming, you got to be super fast, because these moments, especially as a guide, because you got to guide first and then film second, is just the speed and the transition between scope, camera, and then getting your phone to video through your scope. Seconds is everything in this game. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's awesome footage, seeing that bear knocking the rocks down as he's going up. But can you believe how fast he went from the valley floor all the way up through that draw up into those rocks? Like he'll go right up there in all those spires. That's wild. He definitely winded us. Yeah. Winded our tracks. Maybe saw us, hurt us too. Yeah, bears don't go up there unless they're spooked.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
That heat takes it out of you, doesn't it? What are you looking forward to back at camp?
Well, first, hopefully there's a caribou. Big, just by itself, right by camp. And the sausages. The caribou sausages.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Pretty slow afternoon. Saw nothing. Charlie's kind of finding the zone. Just after a long day hiking, everybody just gets in their own rhythm, and easy to keep your head down though. You gotta stay alert. But yeah, ready for some caribou sausage, freeze dried, hydrate, recover, and lay horizontal. Our plan is we're gonna get up at 3:30 in the morning and hit it bright and early. Right, Bubba?
Yeah.
Bright and early?
Earlier the better.
Seems to be when we're seeing any movement. Been getting up at 4. I think first morning we got up at 4. This morning we got up at 4:30. But we're going early. How's that feel, Bubba?
I'm gonna lay down.
Longest you ever hiked in your life?
Yeah.
That's the longest I've hiked with a pack on in 3 years. That's for dang sure. Whew. Hot. Morning, day 3. Little cloud cover. Rained a little bit last night. Gonna get the weather chance. Last it was, there was a chance of rain today, and then basically 100% tomorrow. And it was supposed to clear up again. But not so cold this morning. A little bit buggier. Last of the bacon. You stirring in there, Bubba?
What?
So you moving in there? It does not take her long to get ready. Every time I drink coffee and get going, it takes me about 45 minutes. She's ready to go in about 10. So our plan, we're gonna hike downstream again, get up on that little knob, watch those drainages there, and see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. If not, hopefully Matt will find some caribou and move us to the land of plenty. Or at a minimum, the land of 2. That's all we need. Even just 1 caribou. That'd be one good one. I'd be very satisfied with that. Wolf won't hurt, as long as I'm making a formal request. There you go, little Farley.
Thank you. I would probably shoot him.
We've got a bull caribou. Right there. Two miles toward camp. I guess that's what we get for hiking away from camp.
Yeah. What if we hike back? No, because what if there's like a whole...
Yeah, there might be more.
Let's go.
Well, we've been saying that. It's probably no different if we come down here. We came down here because of the ice, but doesn't seem like they're flocking to that exactly. Well, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Josh's.
You cannot put that in there.
Oh yeah, I can.
You can't.
Charlie has a friend that went to Alaska on a sheep hunt with his dad, and they shot a caribou on the last day. I think it was the only caribou they saw. It was
Yeah, they shot it
not a world record, I don't think.
like right when the plane was going over.
What do you think?
I don't know why, but it's like blurry.
Yep, just move that center dial there.
Oh, there we go. He's wide.
Yeah, he's got little points. He's kind of like a miniature version of a nice caribou.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's not big, but he's not like one of those that's like got a big frame and then like 1 point on top or something. He's got like 3-4 points. And
I want to see his like shovels.
yeah.
Like, cause he's just feeding, so we can't see.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got for Bez's shovels.
Yeah, his tops are like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's got a few points.
I want it like.
Yeah. There's an old saying, Charlie, wish in one hand and poop in the other and see which one fills up first.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, that's what Grandma Dora always said. But that's encouraging.
Yeah. Is that bigger, you think, than that one?
Yesterday, it might be very well could be the same caribou. From what little I saw yesterday, I would have guessed he was a little bit bigger than that one, but
Oh, dang.
but who knows? I don't know. So what are we doing, Charlie?
We're gonna go back to camp. Or head that way at least.
But you're not 100% sure you want to shoot him, huh?
No, I need to see his shovels and his like fronts.
Compared to a deer, he's huge.
Well, yeah.
So most deer hunters, they're gonna shoot. The only way you're not gonna shoot is if I talk you out of it, which I don't know is that I'm prepared to do it.
Well, I don't know.
Trust me, Charlie, we're gonna see a bigger one.
He's not that big.
Yeah, he's not big. He's not big. I don't know is that he's not respectable. Hey, he'll eat. He's probably a 3-year-old. He's not super big, but guess what? We haven't seen a whole bunch.
But what if he's like...
And then if we shot him, we'd have some good eating.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Well, hey, I don't think
back
it's hurting anything if we get back by camp anyway. I don't think that it's necessarily any better down here. So I think it's a good idea. We'll mosey on that way and see if we can see him. Ready?
Yeah.
You're keeping up with me a lot better this way than you were this morning.
Yeah.
You're right on my heels, huh? So we last saw the caribou going up that way. Camp's around that corner. We're hoping maybe he was trailing behind a bigger one. We're kind of chasing him for sure, but which caribou hunting really don't want to do, but we haven't been seeing a lot. That's one thing about caribou makes them really tough to hunt, is that caribou could literally be 4 or 5 miles away by the time we get up there. And you know, a sheep, bear, moose, most any other animal, unless they wind you, they're not going to go that far. So yeah, caribou will just fall right into your lap, but sometimes they can be next to impossible. It's just the nature of hunting them. They're not predictable. Best sandwich ever, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
What are you craving at home? When you get home, what do you want to eat?
Fruit.
Fruit? Yeah. I want one of Mama's salmon salads. Well, we never did see that little bull caribou. We'll call him medium-sized. So we're back in the heat. Charlie just took a bath. I'm kind of proud of her. She kind of did it all on her own. She wanted to go down in this little muddy trickle. I said, no, you want to get out into the river with the rocks. And she said, oh, she's just so hot and grimy. And so she's down there taking a bath. I bet you that's feeling pretty good. I might have to do the same. It's got to be pushing 70 degrees. And the critters are all laying down. That's probably what they're doing, laying in a mud pile somewhere or up high in the rocks in the shade. Pretty slow. So we got 3 more days after today. See if we can make it happen. What do you have to say for yourself, Charlie? You didn't even get your hair wet.
No. I didn't even get my hair wet.
Well, how did that feel?
Really good.
Did that wake you up?
No, it wasn't even cold.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't even bad. I literally like laid right down in it.
Okay.
It was not bad at all.
I'm gonna go do it myself.
Not really good.
I brought the water bottles. Do you want one full water bottle? Do you want to lay up there in the heat with no water?
I want water.
Alright.
I was like this.
Feel good? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Little washcloth be nice.
Starting to get itchy.
Yeah. Alright, well, my turn. That was a good spot you picked. A little bit flat, kind of deep, and behind the trees. It was good. My daughter had a good idea. Now that I'm all done, now the sun comes out. But yeah, it's been hot. It's been a long, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there was a couple of years that were probably hotter, but this is pretty bad. It felt good. 30 minutes ago, we were bathing in the creek in the sunshine. Now we're taking a shower in the clouds. Well, a lot of times this is what changes the caribou movement patterns, is a change in the weather. Actually, almost always. That's what it'll take. I think we're just gonna have rain showers here. Kind of figure this must be a good perch, good ambush. There's grizzly bear poop all over the place. There's wolf poop all over the place. Got 1, 2, 3 different drainages, all bottlenecking right through here. We haven't proved it to be the case just yet. You said you wanted to go caribou hunting in Alaska.
Are you recording me? I knew it. Your voice changed. I'm tired, okay? Stop.
What do you think about this caribou hunting now?
It's fine.
No, that's not what you were saying when I had the camera off.
I didn't say I hated it.
No.
I just said, I don't know, what did I say? We're
Yep.
at caribou, that's literally it. I'm not saying I don't
Yeah,
like it.
no, I know.
At least we saw one today.
Yeah, people watch the videos and they see, you know, the condensed version of a week or 10 days to get one shot or two, you know. So this is kind of typical, but this is definitely slower than typical, but not out of the norm by any stretch.
What?
Takes forever and happens suddenly. It'll come together, Bubba.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. You hunt long enough, I guarantee you. You've been on hunts before where you haven't gotten one. Maybe you haven't traveled 3,000 miles and
I've never
hopped on 3
traveled.
different airplanes and 2 different car rides and not gotten an animal, but it can definitely happen. Still no caribou even in the rain. We're just waiting for a weather break and then we're running for home. Should have went 45 minutes ago, huh, Charlie? My rule was anything after 5:15, as soon as we get a break, we're heading out. We got up at 3:30 this morning and we're ready to eat some supper, retire for the evening. Charlie's out. See, look at all this fun you're having, Charlie. Just think, we were bathing in the sun here 3 hours ago. Yeah, Alaska is extreme. It's always got some challenges. First it's heat and bugs, then it's rain. No caribou on all of those fronts, but That's kind of the way this early caribou season often is. It's kind of fickle, but it ain't over yet. We're half done. We got all the makings for a classic Alaskan adventure here, kid. Let's just hope we get the payoff. We got our break in the rain. Do you want to just stay here for a while?
No, I want to go right now.
Isn't it amazing how the rain on those mountains, just the rock changes the color of the mountains?
Yeah.
Really dark, pretty. All right, let's go get some supper.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
It's 8 a.m. I'm gonna take a little more relaxed pace today. Tomorrow's supposed to be cool and clear off, so we're planning on hitting it hard tomorrow, so we slept in a little bit. Do some breakfast, and hopefully we get a delay in the rain and we can hike out on the hill and set up the tarp. Morning, Bubba. Well, Charlie, while you were getting your beauty sleep, I was hunting and glassing in between spits of rain, mind you. But I reached out to Emily. She said Matt's been flying around, hasn't seen much, so kind of a crazy thing, but this might be as good as it gets. If we get a crack at that bull, he's going down. That might be the difference between us going hungry and...
Yeah.
So, that's kind of our plan today. What do you want to drink, Charlie Barley?
Apple cider.
Oh, okay, princess. Charlie, do you think you're gonna get married someday?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
You think your husband's gonna be as cool as me?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna find somebody cooler than me?
Yeah, it's not too hard.
You little rat. You ready to go hunting? Brave the rain?
No.
Well, we can't shoot him sitting laying here.
We have tomorrow.
You think tomorrow's a sure thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but we've been hunting all day for 3 days and we ain't got it done.
I don't want to go in the rain.
You feel good to rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll wait for a break in the rain and then we'll go out there. Well, you can definitely tell it's raining. A little colder today, not bad, but the reason why I'm saying you can tell that it's raining is because we're a little bit shorter with each other. Had our first kind of, I wouldn't even say argument, but you can just tell we're getting on each other's nerves a little bit, hunting slow, a little bit wet. Nothing moving today. Builds character though. Charlie, you still love your dad? You didn't offer to fill up his water bottle.
Should have said something.
So you having fun today?
Not really.
Not as much fun today. Yeah. When the adversity starts stacking up, then kind of the bad stuff oozes out. Hard to stay sharp and upbeat and in anticipation when it's so slow, isn't it? Kind of like deer hunting. You know, you're not seeing anything, and all of a sudden, boom, there he is, right? Yeah, that's the same thing here. Yeah, it's easy to kind of get lazy and let your mind drift away and not get up and check around the backside and not put up the binoculars, but a guy's got to do it. So this morning, as the rain was blasting the tent, Charlie and I slept in a little bit, drinking my coffee, ate some breakfast, and Charlie was just taking a little nap, and I'm sitting there, kind of pulled out my phone, started making a list of things I could be doing when I was getting home. Kind of the things that used to annoy me that my hunters would do. It's easy to unplug when you know you're going to be in the bush for 40, 50, 80, 90 days straight. And not that I am anxious to get home by any means, but just thinking about it, just not as deeply engaged in the hunt as I would be when I was guiding. And I woke up feeling pretty good. Went to crack my neck, and my neck cracked like 5 times, and normally 2 or 3 is about normal, and it felt really good, but I think it may have went a little too far, and 5 minutes later I noticed that I pulled enough muscle in my neck, so I'm pretty stiff neck, so I've been a little bit short today because of that. And hiking up here, again, feeling pretty good yesterday, and all of a sudden my big toe started hurting, and I've been having a lot of just, I'd like to think that they're growing pains as I'm healing. Comparatively 3 years ago when I was here, I'm 1 3/8 taller than I was. This is the first time I've carried a backpack of really any consequence for 8 miles in a day since then. And yeah, I think in a lot of ways I've improved. But days like today and kind of the pain that I'm feeling a little bit, I mean, I'm doing fine, but I've been diligent for 3 years doing therapy and walking, and just now starting to do very light floor strengthening exercises like plankings and supermans and those type of things. And I'm making progress, but boy, it's slow. It's not on my time, and not going as fast as I'd like. And some days I wonder, man, am I going to be able to get back to this? I don't know. I darn sure ain't going to make it if I quit. So all that's left to do is just keep pushing it. I kind of figured this hunt would be a good stepping stone. You know, I'm here with Bubba, who's been a great help. Charli, she's been today. She took the stakes for this, and I had the tarp, and she's been helping, and I've been putting her to work at camp, and she's been getting water and stuff, and taking a little load off of dear old Dad. So it's been fun. It's been interesting. I'd like to be doing all these things I used to do, but at the end of the day, every time I bend over and do this or that, all those things are kind of adding up a little bit more than they used to. But yeah, big one was Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. I think I'd see striving is another translation. I've probably heard me say it before, but I found myself kind of striving, thinking, oh, as soon as I get home I need to do this, this, and that. And I'm like, no, just, that'll come, that'll be there. And soak this in. Just relax. Stay engaged in the hunt. And stay engaged in Alaska. And what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go, it'll just fall into place. It's like following a river. Follow the drainage up. You want to get to the mountain, easiest way is just to follow alongside the river. Don't go up on the hill where the tundra is rough and tough. Just follow that river. Yeah, it'll wind, but it'll get you there. Am I gonna get back to guiding Dall sheep hunters? I don't know, but I'm digging into the box and I'm gonna be swinging. Bubba, you think your old man can get back to guiding?
I think you could do like a couple bear hunts and then, I don't know, just take it slow, I guess. But yeah.
Wisdom, I like it. That's kind of my plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next year I want to do like a grizzly hunt, brown bear hunt, and I think that's a smart way to do it, because I take it seriously. For a hunter, having his hopes and dreams on me, and the one responsible for them, I don't want to let them down. I want to be realistic with myself and them. But I know I've got a good bit of experience, and I can do the job as long as physically I'm strong enough to do it. So that's why Daddy pretty diligent on his therapy every morning.
Yeah.
And my walk, Rip makes it easy, the dog. But I think I got to double time it, because now I'm starting to do some strength training, and I'm realizing how much that's helping, and I can't push it too hard. You got to find that balance. But I like it. That's good wisdom, Charlie. That's smart. This caribou hunt was a good test. Next year, I'm planning on doing a grizzly hunt, maybe a sheep hunt for myself, but for sure a grizzly hunt, guiding a grizzly hunt. It's kind of on the table as well. Charlie, true or false, we could shoot a caribou from the tent?
Sure, we could.
True. Are our odds better if we're sitting here glassing looking for caribou? True or false? Yes or no? Yes. So, got a good night. The more we're out hunting, the better our odds are, just the way it is. Even though, yeah, we're not seeing anything, but that'll all change in 1 second. Sooner or later, if we sit here, we're gonna see a caribou. It might take 5 more minutes, it might take 2 months. We don't have 2 months, but we do have 5 more minutes. After today, we got 2 more days to make her happen. This has the makings of a great adventure, Charlie. Because there's been lots of adversity, and it already has been a great adventure. Win, lose, or draw, this has been a great adventure, yes or no?
Yes.
I think so. Alaska is an amazing place. Sometimes she's more giving than others. The good news is, Charlie, the longer we don't get a caribou, the longer we're sitting in here staring at those mountains. Tell me those mountains aren't beautiful and aren't absolutely incredible. Look at our tent. Our tent is 900 yards away. Those mountains are anywhere from 3 to 7 miles away.
But they look cool.
And they just dwarf. These things are huge. That is a spectacular scene. I want to get back and do one more sheep hunt. That's my driving
goal.
I don't know. Well, I shouldn't even say it's this. I guess it is a goal. It's not like my only motivation, but just to be up in those mountains and in that country. That's what it's about. Time stands still here.
No, do not put that in there.
So I'm done belly aching about not seeing any caribou. Haven't really been belly aching at all, but it's been kind of a bummer. But you know what? We're here. We're gonna make the most of it. Do your best.
God will do the rest.
Amen. Pretty surreal to be hunting with my daughter in Alaska. Hard to believe she's 15. She's come a long way, and what, 3 years of hunting, 3 or 4, I guess. Shooting 22s and bows and crossbows. Been a heck of a journey, a lot of life lessons, a lot of good conversations, A lot of laughs, smiles, memories, a lot of cool people along the way. And just thinking about character and how character is built in the adversities. Kids and adults, we all want happy. We want things to go our way. Well, yeah, that's not sustainable. You gotta have some adversity, build some character. If there's anything I hope my girls get out of hunting with their old man, it's not trophies. I'd say maybe even before the memories is the building of character. She's building her character. That makes me happy. Family who's away, we pray for everybody at Obus Outfitters here. Just pray for safety in our travels, Lord. If it is your will, Lord, we pray for a Caribou. We ask that you bless this food to strengthen us to do your will. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
What a beautiful evening, huh, Charlie?
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold, bugs aren't bad. Right after the rain, you gotta take the good with the bad. Could still use a caribou though.
Yeah.
Or two.
That'd be a bonus.
We'd just settle for one. One of the big benefits of hunting caribou in the early season is the meat is really good. But you gotta kill one to get the meat,
You
I
gotta
think.
see one in range.
So, but this is just the gamble early season. Bugs and weather are a big predictor. So oftentimes these caribou are over in Canada earlier in the year. There's usually, you know, hundreds or a few thousand around, little groups, bachelor groups of bulls oftentimes. So I've seen it one other time this tough. Actually, I've never seen it this few. But hunting can be tough. A lot of times they'll go up in the mountains, and if it's hot, then they'll come down and feed, and then you basically got to catch them in between, and then they'll go right to the tip tops. But anyways, always a new adventure. Packed up, ready to go. I asked Charlie if she'd been glassing. Of course, she said no. Yeah, I got a young bull. Really young.
Oh, he's cute.
Are we that desperate, Charlie? No. But that's a good sign.
There's caribou in the area.
Yes. If you're gonna put your foot on a rock, make sure you're using your sticks. Good job.
I was like under, so.
No, it felt like your knees, but you weren't even halfway up your gaiters.
Well, I got water.
You did it nice and steady, and you didn't get too excited. That was good. That was the deepest one we did so far. We're gonna poke up that one today. This is what it's like sheep hunting.
Yeah, these things get stuck whenever you
Yeah, you'll learn where and how to place your feet. Not at all a typical caribou hunt, but We think we've seen this same bull come out of this drainage. We've seen him in it once and come out of it once. So we're just gonna poke up around this corner, see if he's not living in here. Worth a shot. Look at that cave up there. Perfect sheep cave. They like to lay in those sometimes.
Right here?
Sure. There's a pretty good possibility we might not get anything on this hunt, isn't there, Charlie?
Yeah.
You accepted that?
Yeah.
So what should we do until then?
Try.
We're just gonna keep on hunting till the airplane comes to pick us up. We're gonna do the best we know to do. And I still think we're in as good a spot as any. We got 3 drainages all converging right where we're at. 3 forks, let's call it. So, we'll stay vigilant. Make sure Grizz stays away. And keep glassing. That's all we can do. The rest will just take care of itself. 5 lambs and ewes.
Where did this lamb go?
Pretty cool to see that, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on, Bubba?
We're getting moved.
You excited?
Yeah.
Why are you excited?
I'm kind of sick of looking at nothing.
That's fair enough. We're going for the Hail Mary. We got 1 more day to go. And if you're in Caribou, that's usually all it takes, so might be goodbye to this place. We're gonna head back and we're gonna get confirmation before we start tearing everything down, but let's pack her up. We'll go eat supper if nothing else. Yeah, that'd be cool. Get to some greener pastures, Lord willing.
Waiting for the plane.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing, guys. Not
Hey
much.
guys, we're waiting for the plane.
I should be like you, Dad. How you always go like this and then you like. Right?
That's the way it's done, son.
Yeah, exactly. No caribou today. Didn't see a caribou. Actually, we did see a caribou today.
It's one beast.
It was a mega. But
It was a 2-pointer.
was it actually?
A fork.
Oh.
It had like a bez and a main beam.
Yep, you heard him. You heard the man. Saw a fox. That was a new animal we saw today. A fox.
Yeah.
So it's
Got a
interesting.
wolverine and
Nope. Oh, let me
that's
go.
what's left.
A wolverine and a big bull. Or actually a caribou in range. Right?
We've seen a caribou.
Yeah, but like in shooting range. So we can shoot it. My arm is getting tired. Bye.
Here comes Matt. Kind of surprised. We didn't get word that he was coming for sure.
Yeah.
Matt's taking in Charli, and then him or Jake will be back for me. Matt said he finally found some caribou. Man, that new plane, it's a 4-place Super Cub. That thing flies slow. So he'll be taking off with a tailwind, but he's going downstream. So he's flying descending terrain. Wide wings, holy smokes. That is quite an airplane. I've had, I think, 2 caribou hunts in 25 years where we maybe didn't get caribou. Maybe just one. I had one where it was particularly hot, buggy, it was brutal, had 3 guys, we got 1 good bull. But that was tough. Each year, something a little bit different. That's what keeps you coming back, keeps it interesting, keeps you humble. Matt is roaring in. "9:30. He had a pretty cool landing last time. I didn't get to film it because we were breaking the tent down, but he came in super. He was going to try landing downstream, but felt the wind, came in super aggressive, and that plane flies unbelievably slow. Move her out. So last night we tried to move, flew about 70 miles to a new area where Matt had seen some caribou, and right there was a fog bank. So we couldn't land, and it was late at night, so we came back to base camp. So the thought is, if we get, assuming this weather lifts, we'll fly back out there today, give her a whirl. Very likely to miss our scheduled flights home, but we're here and we're here to hunt caribou, and there's some caribou. So rather than go to a spot, we want to go to the spot. So what is this, a morning date walk or a company meeting, all the above?
All the above. We don't do meetings, we just do date walks.
That's perfect. There's some not what you'd call it, Emily.
It's the closest we get to public displays of affection out here on the runway.
you bump into each other once in a while.
Not as public as we get.
Oh, Oski likes it though.
Oscar says, I love going walking.
Jared from Iowa got one down. Meat's already cut up.
What started with that tiny little video camera, and that's still the camera that I use. One day we were trying to put these films together, and we realized we were trying to make our films like the films that everybody else had made. But I can't do that. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have good cinematography. And then I realized, rather than try to be like everybody else and compete with them, these guys that have cameramen, hundreds of thousands of dollars of budgets, but what I found was a niche. And my niche is this. What do I have that nobody else has? What can I do better than anybody else? And that's this. I've got 25 years in the wilderness. I've been on 40 Dall sheep hunts, 50 brown bear hunts, way too many caribou hunts to count, moose hunts, you name it. I've been on all those. focus on what we have. And if you have something that nobody else has, and then you can design your business, your brand, your service around that, who's your competition?
We're getting soft, Charlie. Had a night in a cabin, a real breakfast. 11 a.m. got to hang out in the screen porch with Matt and Emily and Jake and David. Have a couple of brewskis last night, or I did anyway. Now what's our plan?
I don't know. This thing is it's so confusing.
You're confused? Well, we're gonna try to go back to where we tried to land last night, hoping that the weather is good enough. And then we've got about the morning to shoot a caribou.
Yeah.
Or we just skip our flight. You are cold.
I wanna go.
Here, use my hat.
I wanna go.
Let's get back at it. Go get a caribou. Or two.
Let's just shoot a caribou in the morning and then let's go.
What about Dad? Dad doesn't get to shoot one? I see how you operate.
Well then, I will go home. You stay.
Ooh, I gotta get some real hunting done. I don't have to drag you around everywhere.
So they should go.
Appreciate the effort.
Yep, we'll give her 2 more hours. So our plan B will be to go into Gilead.
Yep.
I saw 4 Molls. I haven't seen any caribou in there yet this year, so they're starting to finally show up into this stuff. So worst come to worst, that'll be plan B. Another 2 hours that's gonna lift up.
Sweet.
We'll go to another spot. So yeah, we'll drink some more coffee.
Talk some more crap.
That's right.
Dad, I saw a grizzly bear, a white wolf,
No way.
2 caribou, and a muskox.
What?
Yeah.
In a 10-minute flight?
Yes. I'm not kidding you.
Dang, how close did you get to the wolf?
Like we were like, it was right under us.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Dang.
And a grizzly bear.
Yeah, how far was the bear?
Like,
I didn't see the wolf.
it was
Or the
so,
grizzly bear.
actually, it was so cool.
Good. An old eagle-eyed Charli.
All right.
And the bear was huge. It was so fat. It was
Really?
just so blonde.
Anyways, that'll be our plan B.
Yeah, it was like basically like
Matt's-
right
Still
down.
not giving up. There was a lot.
Matt's taking a lot of bears out of that drainage.
Jack, they're starting to
Yeah.
kick her
Yeah.
out and show up though. Oh, it's cold weather.
It was so
Cool. Well, we got a free airplane flight out of the deal. We're money ahead.
Find it go like this a little bit.
Trying it again. Feel good about it this time, Matthew?
It's looking, yeah, still not perfect, but we got to try again, so looks good enough.
say I gave it 110%.
Yeah, well, that's all we can do.
Yeah,
So this looks like an, well, we can't be too very far from where you were wanting to go.
Well, no, I want to go another 20 miles.
Oh, it was that much further.
Yeah, it's ways, but it's as good as any. This fog, this like, there's some of these hunts, I don't really know how to describe them. There's so many freaking variables that it's like, it can be f***ing easy or impossible.
Yeah.
It can all be that way in the same day.
And that's hunting.
That's hunting, yeah. It's hard to stomach it sometimes, but it's like, God, once you can, then it's like, well, this is enjoyable and fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, God, yeah. Don't spend too much time stressing out about it. Stressing out about it ain't worth it.
It'll be what it'll be.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, us going home without a caribou, we've had way bigger problems in our lives. We'll probably have bigger problems today than that, so.
No, I want it more than anything. And
Well, and then when you're up against adversity, that's when you like learn things and discover things and cool things, and then you're forced to do things out of what you know, what's always worked before. Well, that ain't working right now, so we get to learn something.
yeah, exactly. No, it's that time of day where this fog is probably going to start going the other direction.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's why it's like, I don't want to hold you back and try again. It's like, But those 4 bulls were wandering down around the corner. The only reason I want to go there is it's like that's miserable walking and miserable hunting.
Yeah, well, that's such big country,
Yeah.
you can see way farther than what you want to walk.
Exactly. So it's like I don't want to even. Well, this is nice walking. You get up on these ridges.
Right.
You could really easily have 4 bulls cruise through here. One.
Sure.
All it needs one.
Sound like Charli. I keep busting her chops. I said, remember, Charli, I got a tag too.
That's awesome.
She's like, we only need one. Is that bag trash or?
No, this one's trash and that's Nathan's
Okay, perfect.
resupply, so we're good. All right, Bill.
Thanks, Matt.
Keep in touch with me, and we'll go from there.
You got it, brother.
Yeah,
I
we'll see.
appreciate all the extra effort.
Yeah, no problem at all. Sorry,
bet.
sorry, this damn fog bank. So
No.
that's
When you can control that, I won't be able to afford you.
If I could control that, my life would be like easy.
Bubba, you ready? Am I bringing my stuff to you, or are you bringing your stuff to me? No, I think we got left over here. How about this? Why don't you come get my stuff, bring it over there? Well, we didn't get where we wanted to go, and that's hot spot. But we got 20 miles away. So we're just gonna have to take what we can get because pilots can't fly where they can't see. Is what it is. Any thoughts, Bubba? What do you think of this spot?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we got moose sheds, marking the runway, so that tells me somebody's been here before.
Yeah. But
So there's a reason why they've been here before, yeah. But that doesn't mean that there's caribou here now, does it? But it's had caribou in the past. A lot of caribou trails on these mountains, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is
I only saw
historic.
one caribou.
I don't know, is that I didn't see any. I saw a grizzly bear.
You did?
Yeah. Well, just about the time it was looking like it's gonna clear, squashes right back down like it so often does. So hopefully it's just pushing the fog right down to the deck and clear up above. But 9 a.m. and we're still stuck in the tent. Alaska is a pretty formidable force when it's got a hold of you. It doesn't like to let go. Our flight home is tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. So this is definitely our scheduled last day. So unless we get some good weather and see some caribou around at a minimum, we're probably just gonna try to stick with our plans. Matt said we could stay as long as we wanted, but yeah, I got commitments on the back end, and Charlie does too. We could stay an extra day or two, but boy, I'd be running things pretty tight. So unless there's a major reason to, I think we're gonna try to stick with our plans. But as long as we're here, there's hope. Caribou could come walking by, a wolf, whatever. So we're gonna give it every last chance that we can. Charlie Grace, you're just unlucky.
Yeah.
You're just a bad hunter.
Oh, okay, bucko.
I'm a bad guide.
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna give it what's likely gonna be our last hurrah, Charlie. Fog's just starting to clear. We are gonna climb that ridge. Ceiling's starting to lift. Sun's starting to poke through. Been glassing for a couple hours. Haven't seen any caribou. So I think it's time to make the call. Been a heck of an adventure. Would have loved to seen more caribou for sure. But definitely great time with Charlie. Great to be back up here. Great to see Matt and Emily, David, Jake. Meet some new people along the way. Maybe I'll run into a couple old guide buddies here on our way out that are just coming in. But yeah, a lot of exciting things, a lot of things that I learned, kind of seeing the guiding aspect from a different end of the spectrum, more from the client spectrum, I guess, and a new season of hunting with my daughters and hunting myself, I guess, if you can call it that. It was more about Charlie, and then I would have hunted, but Charlie fell asleep last night about 5 o'clock, and I laid awake until midnight. And one of the things that I was thinking of is part of the decision not to extend the hunt, at least for me, is the fact that I've got 4 days before I head to Ohio. And one of the events that I'm going to be speaking at is a family event, but it's geared towards the youth of the Amish community in Holmes County, Ohio. And the gentleman that hired me to speak, he just said, you know, I just believe you have such a strong message that will help our youth and our community. And it kind of just dawned on me the fact that I'm making so many more decisions now
based on my commitments to other people, and I don't want to get home and have to, number one, miss that presentation, but have to rush preparing it. I've got, 90% of it done, but I'm always fine tuning. And in the same breath, here I am, now that I'm speaking into more lives of people, here I am realizing my dream of hunting Alaska for myself. And I don't know that that's a coincidence, but that's very humbling. And yeah, there's bigger things out there in this world than shooting a caribou. And that's one of them right there. That might be the next generation of modern day mountain man. Yeah, pretty humbling to be here and actually hunting. Like this was my dream all along, coming to Alaska to hunt in Alaska myself. And that, I'm 47 now, and this dream was alive, yeah, probably 10 years old, 12 for sure. So 35 plus years, and I'm on my first Alaskan hunt. Didn't get anything, but that's okay. I mean, that's what I was after. That's what we're here for. We're here for the adventure, and to be here and actually have made it. It's like the winding trail or path to get to be hunting in Alaska for myself. Boy, it's been a long one, to say the least. 25 years of guiding other people, and still don't intend to quit that, but just a hunt or two a year. That's kind of what I want to stick with, and go see other places, meet different people, make some films, tell some stories, see the world myself, and because my eyes are being opened as I've been doing more things and have guided in Alaska and realized my dreams there is like, there's so much other opportunity, so many cool places, so many stories to tell. And man, I'm walking away from this hunt more excited than I was when I got here. And we saw 3 caribou bulls on the ground. That's what we saw. And that's hunting. Each season is new, whether you're hunting or seasons in life. That's what makes it worth doing. That's where the growth is. That's where the challenge is. That's where the adventure is. And to be here in this season of my life, and I mean, I got a rifle right here. The serial number is MDMM001, Modern Day Mountain Man #1. Like, working with a great dude, my brother Charli Barnes, Flat Creek Precision, building a Modern Day Mountain Man line of rifles, and working with many of the very best brands in the industry, products and brands that I've been using long before they ever sponsored me. That's pretty humbling. That's pretty cool. And to look back at the consistency and the dedication, all the hard work and the years that it took to be here, and I'm living my dream. I'm living most every hunter's dream. So yeah, to not get a caribou, pretty small potatoes, because it's all part of a whole. You got to have these hunts where you don't get things, and honestly, I'm glad Charli got this one out of the way. This is the biggest hunt of her life, bar none. Obviously, 15-year-old girl, that's a pretty cool adventure, but the character that's building in her to go there, not get one, and still be able to see all the positives and the great things, the blessings that are in this. I don't know, maybe in a lot of ways
the hunt couldn't have gone better, strangely. So what's the top 5 things of the hunt?
Matt and Emily, Jumbo, the mountains, all the animals we've seen, flying, I guess being with my dad.
Well, you know you gotta say that if you want to ever come on another trip again, right?
Exactly.
Well, I think it might be time to make the call and officially tap out.
That makes it sound so bad.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's like a bad feeling, but and the reason why I use the word like tapping out, because that's what you got to be. You got to be like decisive. It's like, you know what? We're done. We're moving on. You know, because it's like you want to be all wishy-washy, and you can't ride the fence. The devil always owns the fence. So you got to just be clear-cut and decisive.
I've had my fair share of Alaska.
Yep.
I could wait a couple years before I come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, so like this makes me want to come back all the sooner.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Just, I mean, not that I'm okay with leaving, but it just like I'm ready to come back next year. I'm hoping to come back for a guide 1 grizzly hunt and then do a grizzly and/or sheep hunt for myself.
For yourself?
Yeah.
A Dall sheep.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't getting any younger, Bubba. And I think it's good that this hunt we pushed Charli's pain tolerance and discomfort, stretched her a little bit, not too far that she ever broke, but I think it was good for her to feel a little pain and really have to work and not get any tangible reward from it, to be honest. Can't fight the weather. Matt did all that he could and found some caribou, just couldn't get into them due to the weather, and that's hunting. That's Alaska. And ready for a shower, ready to see my wife, ready to go home, take my dog for a walk and sleep in my bed. Gonna miss this place, but excited for this new season. Excited for the next adventure. Excited for the stories that I'm gonna get to tell, the people I'm gonna meet, the things we're gonna see, and find what's over the next mountaintop and the next bend of the river. That's what life's all about. Well, we're saying goodbye to the wilds of Alaska, Charlie. Yeah, I don't know what Matt's got. 15,000 hours of flying. 15,000 hours of flying up here comes with a lot of close calls and pucker factor. But I'm packing her up. We're heading home. Not even gone. Already looking forward to next season. Lord willing, in May I'll be back for brown bear. That's gonna be cool. You bump into each other once in a while.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was really fun.
That was really cool. My buddy Owen, my daughter loves
Okay, guys, welcome to my vlog.
All right, what do you want? Yeah, you say anything you want.
I
Charlie.
am saying what I want to
All
say.
right, all right.
Ah! And now I know where my dad's gross habits come
Keep going,
from.
just stay right there, Charlie. I just want a little video of you.
Okay. But I know where my dad gets his gross habits from. He's so gross. He's so slow with technology. He's like, he takes like a photo.
Actually, talk to it. So I want to get a little video of you here.
Okay, I'll talk. I'm just gonna talk about my dad. How weird he is. He tries to take photos and like it takes him forever, and then I like get done in like the pose or whatever. I'm smiling, then I quit smiling because I'm like, well, it's been like 10 seconds. He definitely has a photo. He's like, I didn't take a photo yet. Like, dude.
For more modern-day mountain man DVDs and digital downloads, log on to BillyMollsAdventures.com. Here you'll also find books, a wide variety of merch, and information on hunting opportunities with Billy. When he's not hunting, Billy travels nationally and internationally as a public speaker, sharing his captivating, soul-stirring tales of adventure by way of his one-of-a-kind, down-to-earth delivery at corporate and community events, Christian outreaches, and conservation organizations. Just like the Alaskan wilderness, no one leaves a Billy Molls presentation the same person as they enter it. Log on or call for more info.